Well, we finally made it to Rome and went straight to the Vatican. This is St. Peter's Square and St. Peter's Cathedral. Hopefully we can get inside. It's a long line.
There's less sun right here.
Snoop's getting married.
That's cool, by the Coliseum.
Last time we were here, someone was getting married here.
Arcades around were numbered, so everybody knew which one to use without making jams. The Coliseum was filled up and emptied in a few minutes. No jam, no traffic. Everybody knew what to do.
All around the stage, you see the little niches, cavities around the wall, around the stage, a little niches. They were used.
This was called the stadium. This was not a stadium. This was Domitian's private pleasure garden down here. Now, Domitian did build an actual stadium. Yes, today we have Piazza Navona. Instead of Piazza Navona, you can use the same shape, just like this. Anyway. Now, you can get an idea of how beautiful this place was. By looking down on the right-hand side, you see two arches right there. Imagine what would have happened in this area 2,000 years ago. You would have had relaxing equestrian riding along the inside of it. Beautiful poetry contests, which lasted for days along the inside. Okay, small little concerts. And a massive... Not as much up here. Granted, most of the reason that the ground level rose so much was because the river was shut. Oh. Obviously up here the river was very... Now it's a very famous battle. Okay? The night before the decisive battle, Constantine walks outside. In the night sky, he sees a flaming white cross burn across the sky. Underneath the letters, it says, "In this sign you will conquer." Okay? So the next day, he ordered all of his soldiers to write the white cross on their shields, and they were victorious. So actually, this is the first Christian victory ever in 312 AD. Now farther out to your left, you have a small temple with two purple columns and green doors. This is the temple of Romulus. Not Romulus who discovered Rome. Romulus, the son of Maxentius, the one who built the big basilica. Now his son died when he was only 4 years old. So they made him a god and built him a temple. Which they did a lot back then. Now you can see purple columns along the inside. The purple on the dome, you see a cross. It's been turned into a church. Remember guys, whenever you see a building in Rome, it's 2,000 years old, it's a church today. If not, it would have been recycled by the popes during the Renaissance. To your left, you have 6 columns coming down with a big church. Okay. Now this big brick building with one window, that was the Senate House. Sur les chars,
Right out.
Allora no, zio.
Better without the stupid flash. It's better without it.
Ja, Twente, ja. Gaat het met Twente? Oh, ja. Ja.
freaking fountain is still set by now. Oh, the health and energy. I haven't seen it. It doesn't even have enough to bring up the card and play. Well, maybe it does. Oh yeah, got it. Yeah, that's a corner. Another government building. Oh. Who's Marcus Aurelius, dude?
Plaster statues sculpted and put on the ceiling. Look at the riches. Sometimes look at my flat because I try to find little spaces.
Persone che avevano corrispondenza con aveva migliaia a un ospedale.
India's already pretty.
Meeting reservation. You have no idea how reputation is your That's the word for
We gotta go down like 4 stories. Dude, if this thing goes down, we're goners. We'll never find our way to life, but
It's not gonna go down. Besides, we got our own lifeboat.
I know.
04.
May I have your attention please? This announcement is for crew only. In 20 minutes at 5 p.m. this afternoon there will be a lifeboat drill for all of our guests. All crew members who are involved in this drill, please be at your station 15 minutes ahead of time. So once again, a lifeboat drill for all of our guests will be taking place in just 20 minutes.
Community of scientists working in the library. Maybe you will see that you have lots of names by the top, and all those names are the former names of boats they used for the development.
Oh, that's right. I've seen the pictures.
Oh, we have to get this picture, right?
She was married in here?
Yeah, that's it. Important for such a small place also. Electronic, mechanic, cosmetic. But it's a booming activity, it's a third activity of the society. Industrial area, residential area, new harbor down below us, and
You have extra?
Yeah. They don't rest.
No. This is the tomb of Princess Grace.
must be some land where they used to do agriculture. They had their little gardens down there. Now it's a building. And that area, by the way, was almost now, think about Hola, here we are. Woo.
Yeah, I love posing for the video camera.
Now, if the invaders could go to that
This is Ez, formerly called Easy by Dad. But as our tour guide says, it's not easy because it is quite a hike up here. And it's raining very hard.
You see the name over here? Les Riquiers. They used to... Chapel, a one, a big one. You see, it's the same on the other side. The decoration is increasing with the elevation because closer you get from God, of course. And that's why you have that big cornice. You notice that it seems the church narrows down. So you rise, it's an optical effect, but it seems your eyes will focus on the main part, the choir. That's where God is. This is the saint of the saints. And of course, this is the best decoration.
Oh, the old fortress is still there.
And you see the railroad below us?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost in a minute it will be at the same level than the road. And both of them were built at the same time. After 1860.
Look at that. It goes right into the mountain. Right into the rock.
And now I've got a surprise for you. What we call the cherry on the cake. On your right, what can you see up there? Be careful at what you say, hein? Ez, très bien. Ez village, way on top there.
Look at that.
That's where we were. You see it? Way on top.
Inside the cathedral, we've just shot pictures of outside. Some tapestry.
Look at that bell tower.
Yeah, clean. Okay.
So, the bell
now
tower
we have the
to the
chance
church.
to look at and a white you needed something like 24 years. The gate was finished in 1400. Very before just
He's not, it just looks like it. But next
we are now in the political place of the city of Florence. And the building, everything is under repair. And the courtyard. Cara
carabinieri.
This is the actual tomb of Galileo.
The problem of Galileo was the Roman opposition. First because thanks to the telescope, the power of the telescope the only one. It is a representation of the Holy Family. The other frescoes are in Rome, in the 16th century. First, the imperial, the emperor of Austria and king of Spain, Carlos V, that was contemporary, and there was another word for Austria, so he got
Well, I don't know.
the ceiling, because the beams are the reason of it. Because has been restored for the Jew.
This is actually where Florence Nightingale is buried.
Cool, very cool.
A ella le encantaría, sí, a ella le encantaría quedarse 2 días.
That's actually a place where Bill Clinton stayed, Madonna stayed there, Like Michael Jackson stayed there. Villa Cora, this one, 5 stars hotel. Doesn't have many rooms. This gates of the old Florence, Porta Romana. The old Florence was used to be on the other side, so right now we're traveling is the new Florence.
Vineyards and olives. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the film.
From the crater, over 3,000 feet above sea level, the crater Sciata del Fuoco. Area I mentioned, I'm looking at now, that jet black slit is lava. You can see by the plumes of smoke rising from the sides that it is still cooling. Because night after night, slowly and steadily, this volcano erupts. The very thick, very heavy lava makes its way down the slopes, following the same path night after night, makes its way towards the sea. On the tip of Italy, mainland Italy, site of much World War II Allied activity. Home was believed as a...
Hope so.
This site is considered actually there's the military helicopter from the Italian mission, the Volta. So it's not the trip to go to. So the gentleman asked me, were these usually covered? The central passage was never covered. They used to hold a fire. And that's how they used to get the lights. To offer to the goddess of fertility, rubble walls. Now again, what I'm going to say is that the central passage was always unique. And from here we go there, they go. Because some other guys, they would have a whole day, so they are not pressed for time, so they go on the level. We have the 6 apses right here on the highest chair supervising what went on in the temple. And unfortunately we cannot go in there because to me that's the climax, the perfection of the construction of temples when you bear in mind they had no tools. So those of you who play bocce, do you agree? Do you call them bocce as well? You do, eh? Italy. Okay. So, this is the entrance. By the way, these houses here are what you call in the States public houses. They only pay 610, they're multi. Yes, because in Pakistan there's only 6,000 residents today, 9 of whom are on the stone. It's not the solar clock or whatever. It's just a design. But what fascinates me is that little black bobbin there. It has gold lines in it. And funnily enough, it was found on the temple site. Now definitely that wasn't from the temple period. One arm is on her tummy and the other arm is pointing to the ground. So she was fertile in the tummy and she was the goddess of health, of fertility. There is, oops, again, this gentleman removed this idea that we have looked at. Sometimes we're craftier than all of you. So, you see here also the boards where they used to put the head, both the head of the... And again, more objects, more statuettes.
It's crossing, or the Church of St. John. These things are all over the floor. I think it's where all the knights were buried that died here by the Ottoman Empire. Monuments to the Grand Masters of the Night. This is in the Palace Armory in Valletta. Some of this armor has bullet holes in it. Like this guy. This guy got nailed a few times.
With like a mall, right? It was just like, wow.
I wonder if this guy lived. Like lance tips. Ottoman stuff. You can see the Arabic writing on there. Couple maces. A collection of crossbows. Air gun. Just one of the streets in Valletta. There's the coast. There's our ship we're about ready to go back to. The very front of the ship called the Crow's Nest. These are the elevators. For Dave. It's a little tracking station that shows us where we've been and where we're going.
Yeah, so
Via Marcata.
which is what you're on right now. This is.
Yeah. So where have you been? Where have you been walking?
We just walked down up here up to this square and found a little place and got some pizza.
These are the steps where Al Pacino's
daughter
was shot to death in Godfather 3. This is an opera house. This is one of the main streets in Palermo, Sicily. This is the main cathedral in Palermo. Avignon, which is about an hour and a half outside of Marseille, France. It's a really old town, dates back to the 12th century. This is the largest Gothic palace in the world, built in the 14th century.
Got to come around and take it.
We're in Chateau de Neuf, which is, I think, one of the most famous vineyards and wine cellars here in just outside of Avignon. These are the barrels are kept in. This is one of the vineyards at the, how do you say it?
Chateau Neuf de Pape.
Chateau Neuf de Pape, which means New Castle of the Pope. Guess this was a second home to one of the popes.
All the different ones.
Yeah.
We got those all over the place.
And we'll go down. You're going to see then down. We're going to see one basket they use to. So you can see they are changing the position of the bottles. All the sediment I was explaining before, it's going to the neck, and at the end they are freezing the neck and the sediments are going out. One is going up and the other one is going down. You can see the middle of the mountain. Well, it's very nice, the view that you can have from this cable.
Holy cow.
Now I just see some net with you. Check out.
Looking and they're behind the glass.
This is on Montserrat in the Basilica. That is the Black Madonna. For some reason turned black. There's a whole line of people waiting to touch it. Which are over here. I believe that's how you say it. Cathedral built by Gaudi around the turn of the century. We're at Alhambra, which is a Muslim fortress built in the 13th century.
The troglodyteria, the gypsy cakes. Don't take all your photos from here because later from inside the Alhambra there is a little Luca, and then we're going to have them. Okay. Whenever you're ready, you line your photo. Here on the floor, you can see the symbol of Granada, the pluma ranch, the pebble stone floor, and Granada, as you know by now, is the fruit. You know the liqueur, granary, and touching the decoration kind of allow. But in concern to filming, photographs, everything is allowed. But tripods, tripods are not allowed, but you can film, you can use flashes without any problem at all, okay? I recommend to listen to my explanation if you're interested in, and then I give you time to take photos. Then we're not in a hurry, you can take your time. We are going to see 3 palaces. Here is 7 built as a public, restricted political area, and private. We are the cities. The upper section of the walls were covered with the so-called stucco. Stucco is an artificial composition made by mixing plaster with a little bit of marble dust. So pieces one by one, flyers, and by laying them were arranged. They can tell you about the pattern of decoration, which you don't leave with this by the local time. So there are 2 Mohammed divisions. House was based on the Roman tribes. This is the Roman called the interior courtyard with a common center. With sentences in Kufic. This was a language of the Quran, the other one was the civil language, Kufic and Kurd. That here. Of course,
This palace, this room in this palace is where Christopher Columbus and Queen Isabella signed
so repetition, and this is not really individual
the Americans right here in this room.
like more a craft where artists have to learn the pre-established techniques and design.
This area in the center of the room is where they actually signed it.
62 and 1391. This is the last one. And this was probably the section for women. Private, we see public, restricted, and private. Harem was here on the opposite side of the stairs. Over there.
Foundation of one of the houses here. Some of Napoleon's cannons. He actually took over this city.
The only foundations here. Remember, Michael, this was a Palatine residential area. Here there was a big palace, the Aventerraje Palace. This was just one part.
Why would he blow all this stuff up?
Better viewpoint.
Who would have thunk it? Yeah. New technology, huh?
The water was taken from the river down all the way up and goes down. Force of gravity, natural force.
An aqueduct.
Water tower. And that's when the gardens were built. These gardens are 1951. This is an Italian type of garden. It looks rather like the Bobulist gardens from Italy, from Florence.
So these were done in the 50s?
In the 20s, yes, in the 50th, 20th century. That's right. Between 1931 and 1951.
Columbus, signing the fact for the discovery of America. You have, you can see the 12th of October.
This is the port city of Almeria. We're just getting back on a ship. This is an old Muslim fortress. think it's 13th century.
Jokes. Decadent jokes. Right?
À esquerda tem o Teatro Nacional Dona Maria II. At your left-hand side you can see the National Theatre Queen Mary II. Our next stop is number 4, the
Shit. That's where they roll the cannons up to defend the city.
Ist da doch jemand?
See that? They're even inside. So I guess if it gets breached, you can still fight from up here.
Yep.
Got a double walls.
Yeah. I guess if they're breaking out there, you can still be fighting up here and still.
Throw hot oil down there.
That's exactly it.
That's what they used to do. Boiling oil, pour down on the enemy.
That kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Lisbon. At your left-hand side, at the top of the hill with the square towers, there's the Cathedral of Lisbon. This is the stop number 5. O mosteiro data do século XVI e era daqui que as caravelas partiam e chegavam durante as descobertas. As descobertas portuguesas iniciaram-se no século XV com as...
No, il video no. Il video no. Se sono só não chega a ser um vídeo, só
che era uno strumento di navigazione, alla voce sulla bandiera del suave si trova rappresentato questi strumenti di navigazione. Abbiamo qui la caravella che sta salendo questa è già un'evoluzione della caravella, ma diciamo caravella per il modo semplice, però la caravella ancora più piccola, e sulle vele bianche della caravella o delle navi c'era sempre questa voce grossa. Del paesaggio che i marinai vivevano lungo questi viaggi. I pilastri sono stati decorati con una decorazione manueline, ma c'è anche un'influenza dello stile rinascimentale spagnolo che si chiama tedesco. Vedete che ci sono diversi spazi vuoti, servivano per mettere delle statue. Esatto, hanno usato il calcare della regione e per la cappella Vittoria hanno usato il mare. Ma si vede che il Portogallo è molto